y'all, welcome back to Sunny with Ashley. This is a story time because I need a space to debrief. So it's Saturday, and baby daddy is finally fucking gone, thank God. But also, someone else is gone. Mr. Hootie passed away, yesterday. We had to take him in. My animals always get sick on holidays, so it leaves me, like, super stressed because everything's fucking closed. But we found a vet about an hour south of us that had an opening, and I'm really glad. It was a really good vet. And I'm also, I mean, as awful as baby daddy is, I'm glad he was here to assist with that. It was easier to do with him around. Mr. Hootie is my baby. He was my familiar. He is from Pasadena. I adopted him when he was 7 years old in 2018. And he lived outside at the RV park a few years ago, and he always came back. He's the most loyal, emotional support animal I've ever had. Black fluffy guy. I don't have a picture of him right now, but that's some of his fur. They gave me this, and I got his paw print in this. I did choose to cremate him, and so in a couple weeks we will have to go, Niall and I will have to go back down there and get the cremains, and I will show you that when that happens. But having baby daddy here on top of and then last night I got home, so I was like so stressed out after all of that, right? And obviously, I mean, I had really grieved like Wednesday night. I realized how bad it was, how bad Hootie was. And then, yesterday I got home and I was like, I just want to swing in my aerial swing. The fucking aerial swing stand broke while I was on it, so I face planted into the ground. Thank God my glasses didn't break or like anything in my body. But that sucked. So I'm going to, I don't know, I don't know, I have like a lawsuit on my hands, I feel like, because Viver is the company. They're like one of the best companies. In my opinion, when I buy Viver products, they last, right? Except this, obviously. But so I looked it up online, and I was like, it can hold like 551 pounds. I'm under 200 pounds, so I was like, there's no reason for that to have happened. And baby daddy said to me this week, no, just came in here. Oh, I gotta do your hair still. Anyway, they can hold like 550 pounds, and I just got that shit in like March or April. So I have to call the company. I'm going to do it on Monday. I'm letting myself chill. I did set up art space today because I think it would be really nice to have humans around if they choose to come. I ran into a couple people last week at the grocery store who wanted to come or said they would or whatever. But yeah, things baby daddy did this week that really stressed me out. Also, I had to call my mom yesterday and get my advance on my monthly payment because I needed to have the money available to take care of Hootie. Oh god, hang on. That little motherfucker better not be getting... If you have kids, you understand the language. If you don't, you don't understand. I'll be right back. I need to make sure he's not dumping animal food. I appreciate everybody who watches these. It's really nice to have a place to share my trauma. So anyway, I had to call my mom yesterday, right before we went to the vet, and get an advance to make sure I had the money, because I knew baby daddy was gonna like flip a shit, because it's very expensive to euthanize an animal and cremate them. Hootie was about $400. When we did it to Cosmo, it was about 300 something. And so I needed to be prepared for that. So I haven't talked to my mother I texted her in September about the money, and then before that I haven't talked to her since like last April or so, give or take. And then baby daddy was like really pressuring me. He's like, oh, reconnect with your mom. And I was like just so exhausted and so distraught about Hootie and the stress of, I was shaking all yesterday morning. I had to go to Tractor Supply and get a new carrier for him right before we left, and oh God, it was a lot. No, those are not for you. Give me those. These are not for you. So anyway, things that this man did this week while he was here that made me hate him more than I already do. First and foremost, he is an alcoholic, and he can't put it down. He cannot put it down even when he's with his kid, and the man's like sitting over here day drinking, and he gets really fucking annoying and belligerent when he drinks. I don't drink anymore. I don't smoke anymore. So it's very frustrating to me that obviously my entire life has changed as a mother, and his obviously hasn't, and he brings that lifestyle with him, and so I called him out on it, and he attacked, well, he didn't attack me, he said back, you know, we were arguing, you don't even have a job, which obviously I don't have a 9-to-5 because I am always with my child, but I do have my own business, and I do have a lot of things that I have done and accounted for, and I hate that man. My mother too, when I called her and talked to her, oh, how's the art space doing? So if you're someone who has people around you that, hey, get the fuck out of my space, please, thank you, bye. No, get out. No, those are not for you. I just said that. Stop. I am making a video. So anyway, this morning I had to get all of the Christmas stuff ready for the Artmobile. I've been making labels and organizing everything. Yesterday on our way back, I was able to stop at a Dollar Tree. Those are not for you. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. They are not for you. So anyway, Mr. Hootie's gone. He was my familiar. I did have a nightmare last night, so I have to up my spiritual protection because he offered a lot of that to me. Those are not for you. Stop asking about them. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, what I was going to say before I keep getting interrupted with the same question. I'm really glad I rested last week. I knew that this was going to be a hard week. It was much harder than I anticipated. We did get to go swimming. That was the only good thing about this week for me. Baby daddy raked the yard and then declared himself father of the year and literally didn't help out with anything else. For some reason, when that man comes here, he doesn't know where a trash can is. He doesn't know how to throw things away. It's incredibly infuriating. And I can't keep doing this. I want to be free of this situation, but I have to get my own financial security, which is why I have the Artmobile, which is why I'm doing everything online, and it's just, I'm pissed and I'm exhausted and I'm a whole lot of things right now. But the audacity for someone to say to you, the father of your child, to say you don't even have a job when, you know, I'm teaching at the college, I'm offering classes, I'm doing everything I can within my skill set, literally, online, in the physical, all while parenting a disabled child, or, well, not disabled, but not as abled, someone who has, you know, special needs, is absolutely insane. I haven't had a break in over 2,000 days, I think it's 2,280 or so days. I have not had a day off, and this man said to me, you don't even have a job. So fuck everyone who thinks that parenthood or motherhood, especially single motherhood, is not a fucking job. How much do childcare workers get paid? I often Google that and remind that man of that. It's like 13 to 15, well, I mean, uppers, but it starts at like 13,000 a year to even just do childcare. That doesn't include every fucking thing else. That doesn't include homeschooling. That doesn't include trying to hustle and get my own money the ways that I am. And I am so fucking sick of the people in my life that continuously think that I am not anything. And there's no fucking room for that. And I almost reconnected with my mother because Dogon was really pressuring it. And then last night, I was just like, no, I've graduated this. I don't want anything to do with this woman except for how she shows up, you know. She and I had this arrangement before we went no contact, and she stopped the arrangement for those few months that we weren't talking initially. And then someone must have called her out on it because she started giving it again. But I lost $5,000 with that. And I liberated myself out of this family knowing that. So I just wanted to get on here and share. He's trying to get marshmallows. The marshmallows are for the community art space. We are offering hot chocolate because it's a little bit cold outside. So, no, the marshmallows are not for you. I'm so angry at my situation, and I would love if you could donate to my Cash App. If you ever resonate with my readings, I didn't want it to have to come to this point, but if you watch my readings, if you resonate with anything I put out here on the internet, if I've helped you at all navigate some things, please donate to my Cash App. I am doing the best I can. I am very used to working for free and giving an offering. But it's getting to this point where I can't even be in contact with these people anymore. I need to be on my own, and I'm doing everything I possibly can without receiving anything back. So if you enjoyed this trauma dumping, if you have, I don't know, a few bucks, whatever, it all adds up. But I am working towards financial freedom, obviously, the moves I'm making. Anytime I get any large amounts of cash, I'm putting it towards the future for me and Niall, making sure we have land that we can build on, making sure we have homes. You know, right now we're renting, but we do have the RVs. I am making myself clear to you. No. This is pathological demand avoidance. When you tell them no, it's not received, and it's a big problem for us. And usually I don't like having it on camera, but this is the thing. This is my stress. This is what I'm carrying. So for the person that helped make that human, for them to say that to me, I'm done. I'm totally done. He keeps texting me, I'm done. I don't want anything to do with these people. And it's not that easy of a cut at this point in time, but that's what I've been pushing towards for the past few years. So, oh God, that was a good breath. I'm sorry, this is not my usual energy. This was a very hard week. It's so difficult to feel like you're potentially going to get a break and then have to like parent a grown-ass adult as well, in addition to already parenting this, and then those two teaming up and, you know, call it bonding, whatever. He's a horrible influence on Niall. He's an awful influence on Niall, and Niall's behaviors just go out the fucking window every time someone's here to visit. And I can't do it anymore. You know, Niall and I have a very stable routine with lots of freedom. He has lots of freedom to do his thing. But when people come, it gets fucked up, and it's really hard to navigate. So I'm really proud of myself that I didn't sit out art space today. I wanted to. I'm going to be vegging until people come, if people come. But I'm proud of myself for getting everything done, especially after Hootie. I'm like, it would be a lot easier to just not do this today and have an excuse, but I don't have that ability at this point. So if you'd like to schedule a session with me, if you'd like to work one-on-one with me, that's my business. I am really qualified to do that. I help lots of people, hundreds of people, with mental health issues or emotional issues, or even just sharing. So I'm here for that. I know I didn't post a daily decolonizing or mental health and wellness this week. God, stop fucking texting me. So don't ever let anyone, especially people who are abusive to you, get under your skin. And I'm not really... I am letting it get under my skin, but not to the point of like self-detriment. It's just this, I'm so fucking frustrated. I'm so frustrated that none of my work is acknowledged by these people. They just want to tear me down. I need to find the people in my life that are aligned with me, that do things like me, that respect me, and I've never had that up until this point in my life. I've never had that. You know, I've had friends here and there, seasons and reasons, but I've never had the respect that I deserve, and I'm in this season of my life where I'm not allowing disrespect. And so when people kind of try and bring it from the past, right? Like, because this man had a chokehold on me. I mean, not literally, well, a couple times we got into it like that. But he had a chokehold on me emotionally, spiritually, and physically, mentally, especially. And so when he tries those same things, right? Because I've grown, and I've grown from that, and I've grown from my mother. And again, she's like, "Oh, is Niall in speech therapy? Oh, how's your little art thing?" And then Dogon said something about, "Oh, well, your little boundaries. Do not let people demean you." I mean, that's the basis of this. And whatever it is that's happening around you, just push through, right? Like, this was a horrible week. I did not know that I was going to be saying goodbye to Hootie. I've had that cat for 7 years, and I had him before I was a mother. And like I said, the most loyal animal I've ever had. Alright, I have to go make hot dogs. So, thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting my voice. It's something that everyone has tried to silence my entire life. I'm almost 40. I'm going to be 39 this year. And I'm not going backwards. Yesterday, I was almost defeated by the aerial swing falling. That was crazy. I fell 8 feet from the air, because I was standing in this swing, and the swing is 10 feet, and it's maybe 3 feet off the ground. So I fell about 8 feet and fell on my face and my hip. It was so insane. Like, the welding came undone. Dude bro probably sabotaged it, because he does that. Narcissists do that. Anytime there's any sort of joy, they ruin it. They do everything they can to ruin it. So don't let those people, I don't know, I guess this is for me more than anyone. I don't like them. I don't want anything to do with them. They're not welcome in my life. They're not welcome in Niall's life. And I am working so fucking hard to make sure that I can provide financial freedom for us. It's a process, and it's been this gradual incline, but everyone is trying to do that, right? The whole thing is capitalism sucks, but financial freedom is a must for me, because I'm not going to allow my child to grow up to be like his father, and I am not going to allow people to continue to treat me the way that they used to, because I have grown from that. So when they try it, I'm not trying to give it energy, but it bugs me. It bothers me because of what I've accomplished, and it's physical, it's tangible. You can see it, you can touch it, what I have accomplished. So the fact that people are saying things like that to me, or continuing to root for my downfall, it's barbaric at this point. The things that I have overcome, the things that I've had to heal from because of these abusive people in my life, it's absolutely barbaric at this point. So I hope this helps you if you're finding yourself in a situation. And again, if you want to contribute to my financial freedom and the journey there, my Cash App is Ascending Ashley. You can email me for a session at ascendingwithashley@gmail.com. Otherwise, thank you for listening.